Hey YouTubers, Grimmy here, and this is the video review for the Transformers Classics Mirage figure. Yep, today we're going back to 2006 when Hasbro decided that it would be a good idea to release updated versions of the original G1 characters. And Mirage was one of those figures. Now, it's a pretty good figure right here, and with Combiner Wars releasing an updated Mirage to go with the Combiner Wars theme, I figured it'd be a good idea to look at the original well, not the original, but the Classics version of the figure. As you can see, Mirage is an F1 racer, much like his G1 self. And he is a very sleek looking one too. Looks very cool. Mostly blue and white, with a lot of nice little tampoed bits on him. Now this one does have an Autobot symbol. That's just a repro label. It's not included with the regular figure. I just put that repro label on there because I wanted the Autobot symbol on him. But what is included on him is a thermal rub sign. You know, the ones where you just rub it and it will reveal the faction that he goes with. It's pretty cool that they went with that. But all in all, it is a nice looking race car. The deco is done very nicely. Paint apps are applied clean, and the tampos are also applied cleanly. Now there is a repro label set available for him. I did not get that one. I just like him as he is, and I just wanted the Autobot symbol on him just to complete it. So that's all I put on him for that. As you can see, he is a nice looking little race car. Now for a comparison, since he is being done up in the drag strip mold for Combiner Wars, let's bring in drag strip. So as you can see, he's not quite as long as drag strip is, but he still looks pretty cool. Let's get the Combiner weapon off. But yeah, I mean, there is a significant difference in the car styles. So I guess mileage will vary based on what you like. Personally, I do like the Classics version better. So that's my preference. But all in all, I do think that this Classics Mirage is still worthwhile, and actually has held up better than most of the Classics figures. It's a popular opinion that this is probably one of the ones with the most staying power. But enough about the vehicle mode. Let's get him into robot mode and see how he looks there. Okay, now that we got Mirage in his robot mode, he is quite an impressive looking bot. I mean, he is a very slender, very lanky guy, but he looks really good. Like, the proportions are good. They're nice looking. I mean, he really does look solid, and the robot mode really does hold up well compared to modern figures. Like for example, let's bring in some now, like Alpha Bravo. As you can see, I mean, right size. His head's a little smaller, but you know, it goes well with the body. We'll also bring in Bumblebee. like the more recent one. And so, yeah, I mean, he fits in well with the modern figures, which is good. I think that'll work out pretty well for him. And once again, the paint apps are pretty crisp and clear. Most of them carry over from the vehicle mode, since he actually does have more transformation elements than shell forming elements, which is good. Although you do got some blue added in right at the chest below the Autobot symbol. You have some red details on the arms. A couple bits of blue along the skirt pieces. And a really nice head sculpt. Let's get a good look at that. And yeah, he has a really cool head sculpt here. His head is light piped, so he does have the little bit of plastic, translucent plastic at the back. Of course, it's kind of hard to get a good light source behind him, but let me see what I can do. See if I can get that to shine a bit. Yeah, there you go. As you can see, the light eyes do light up if you got some light behind him, which is great. But all in all, he is a nice looking little bot. As you can see, his front fin actually becomes the gun. Has a little crossbow look to it, but it's a nice little gun. It works well. Now for articulation, he's got a good bit. He's on a ball jointed head with a hinge, so you can get him looking around quite a bit. Got ball jointed shoulders, bicep swivel, double jointed elbows, which is pretty good. No wrist swivel though. Unfortunate, but for this case I think it's acceptable. He has a nice waist twist, ball jointed hips, nice hinged knees, goes about that far in, and then due to the transformation you can get another turn in, but that's a little awkward. So yeah, and his toes are actually on a hinge and on a ball joint, so there's plenty of pivot. So you can get a fair amount of really good solid poses with him. So yeah, I mean, he is a really posable, real fun action figure that transforms into a cool F1 car. So hard not to like him. I mean, he is probably one of the most solid figures of the 2006 Classics line. So yeah, I do like him quite a bit. I do love that mold. Now for one last comparison, let's bring in the figure he's going to be repainted from for Combiner Wars. That would be Dragstrip. So yeah, we're going to be getting a somewhat beefier looking Mirage. He's going to be roughly the same height. Just not as lanky. And missing the trademark front of the car chest, which is by far the one of the things that I'm not too fond of with the idea of the new Mirage. Now, do I think this is a bad figure, this drag strip? No, this is a great figure. I don't know if it's really a good fit for Mirage, because I think this is one of the better Mirage figures we've gotten out of the few that we've ever gotten. Very few. But yeah, I think this is really one of the better molds, and it's held up pretty well over the years. Now, if you haven't gotten a hold of this one, you're going to have to eBay it. Otherwise, just wait for the Mirage repaint of this guy. We'll take a look when that comes out. But all in all, if you get a chance to get a hold of this Mirage, I'd say get it. You got a few mold choices, like not mold choices, like paint job choices. They did make a drag strip version of him. They made the Fracture, which is a Crasher repaint. And they've also repainted him for Machine Wars, which was more of a teal green look. So there are options to get the mold, and honestly, I would recommend this mold. Very easy. Mirage is a great figure to have for it. So get either him or Crasher, or like Fracture I mean, and you should have a really good figure for your display. But anyway, I hope you've enjoyed this little review of Mirage. Please leave a like, leave a comment to let me know what you think. Subscribe to see more videos, and share with your friends. And I'll see you in the next video. Take care, so long, have fun, and bye-bye.